What's going on, guys? Justin here, X4 Prospecting, Stephen, Pete, and Greg. Well, we're out at the creek. There's no water in Uwharrie, so I invited Greg out here to do a little dredging with us. And Stephen actually invited us to somebody he works with property. So,
yeah,
Stephen.
Thank you, Spencer.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. We're seeing if there's any gold out here, and well, we just did a quick 30-minute test run, and let's go ahead and pan it down and see what we have. All right, so we're legitimately out here in some farmland. There's actually a tractor or a dozer up there moving some dirt, and we are legitimately between two fields just in a creek. So we test pan right here behind this rock. I was finding consistent gold in every pan, so we just did a quick 30-minute test run there, and here is what we got out of that quick test run. It's not bad. So right now we are testing around, making sure we hit a pretty deep clay layer right here. So we're gonna make sure the gold is in that clay layer and it's not just above it. So yeah. All right, so we've been testing. So we tested all over, and we found that the gold runs through this point right here, and we found it all the way over to that point right there. But it's only on a thin layer, well, about 8 inches of material right until it hits the clay, and maybe about a ½ inch into the clay. So we're going to try and strip all of this material back and dredge all of it. We're obviously still test panning too. Yeah. All right, come back. About to fire her up. All right, so we've stripped back about 6 feet, moved all the material off to the side. Now we're just coming through, going till we hit the clay layer, going about 1 inch into the clay layer and running it. All right, guys, we momentarily shut down because, well, our intake hose that sucks the water in was getting a little bit clogged, so we moved it to the hole that we originally began the day dredging in. Man, so we upgraded quite a few things since the last time you saw the dredge. We have a brand new 2-inch dredge nozzle. Doesn't look brand new, but it is 2-inch, and compared to the 1.5 inch, this thing is amazing. So I got the new dredge nozzle, same pressure hose and everything, 1-inch pressure hose, 2-inch hose going to the box, and it's moving a lot of material, and we haven't had a single clog for the first 4 hours this morning. That's amazing. I'm stoked about that. So yeah, we're just chugging right along. Now I did what Will suggested. Will said it'd be cool if we had like a kind of like a U bracket and just hung the hose instead of zip tying it every time. So I did that, and that is working out exceptionally well also. I like that. So those are the only changes, and obviously we changed our location. So yeah, we're gonna get back after it, see what we can do. Alright guys, we decided to go ahead and do a quick top mat clean out, make sure we're on the gold while we were shut down. So got that over here in the pan. Whoa, that's a deep hole. So yeah, we got some gold. We only ran for like 20 minutes, so 20 minutes verifying that the gold is we really only did like a top layer skim. So yeah, we're gonna get it all set back up and continue working that way. Pretty much what we're thinking here is water comes through here, and this is all just like a dropout zone, and then you run into the big rocks, and you can see all the big rocks stacked in one specific spot. So bedrock is shallower right here, therefore creates a nice little gold trap. So that's the theory. We'll go with it. All right, we're gonna get back to it. Oh yeah, she's running great. Alright, I'm gonna get back to panning. Steven's on the dredge. Greg is tending the box, and we're gonna get some gold. Alright, so we hit a clay layer and got Steven over there testing it in the pan, make sure there's gold in it. It looked like good material because there was nice gravels and stuff in there, but we won't know until Steven's done with his test over there. So for right now, we're going to continue to run it. Alright, we have Greg running the nozzle, I'm tending the box, Steven's still testing the clay. Check what I just found now. Look at that. That is some very crystalline quartz. That looks good. Alright guys, we just surveyed pretty much half-mile up this creek, and we determined, well, we're in the best spot. So while we're shut down, we're going to go ahead and do a top mat clean out. We did about an hour on the box in this spot, so let's go ahead and see what we got. Well, we got good news. Looks like we're heading in the right direction. So all this material we just ran was right here, and found a decent amount of chunkier gold in there. So it's not bad. Now we're gonna determine if we need to move back that way. I don't know. We're gonna test pan around, find our next location. They're already at it. Alright, we went ahead and moved the box. Let's fire up and get after it. Breaking bedrock. Yeah. Alright, we ran out of gas, so we just filled her back up. Working in this hole right beside this bedrock shelf. Stephen broke it all apart, so now we're going to do a test pan from there, make sure we're on the gold, and we'll continue running. Alright, this is probably going to be the last run that we do here, so Greg and I are both shoveling in while Stephen there runs the nozzle. Let's get after it. What do you say, Greg? You digging it?
Digging it.
Yeah, we're all gonna be hurting tomorrow. Well, guys, we just finished up for the day. Ran our last tank dry, and we are all whooped. We moved a lot of dirt. Now the not so fun part, getting this into the bucket. So let's get after it. All right, guys, got the cleanup here from the last run and the full box. Here it is. It's not bad.
No.
Quite a bit of good looking gold in there.
Like a starry night.
Yep. So we'll come back to you guys when we got the full cleanup done and everything that's in the snuffer dump. How you guys feeling?
Sore.
Well, came out to a new creek and we found some gold. That is not bad at all. So we'll get this home, run it through the spiral wheel and get it all separated and throw it up on the scales. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me, Greg, Stephen P. today at the creek. Came out here, had a blast, ran the dredge. First time for Greg running it. What'd you think of it?
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely digging that 2-inch nozzle. Man, such a drastic difference.
Way better.
Yeah, way better. Alright guys, stay tuned. We'll catch you guys at home on the scales, and with that we are out.
Now.
Alright guys, we've made it back home, and you saw me run the cons through the spiral wheel. In case you don't know how the spiral wheel works, it pretty much uses gravity and water. Your heaviest material, your gold, and your really heavy black sands and ironstone are going to get caught down into these grooves, and they're going to slowly work their way up, ending up into this tube. This tube goes into a little catch pan in the back. So that's how that works. And yeah, we had a good day out on the creek. It was legitimately between two fields. Massive shout out to Spencer for letting us come out and prospect on his land. The way the gold was depositing in layers, I mean, it just seems to me that the gold was either shedding off of one hillside or another hillside, and just after rainstorms it was just working its way into the creek. So I do think that there is a gold deposit somewhere on that land. Identifying that gold deposit is going to be a little bit more tricky, but either way, massive shout out to Spencer for letting us come out there and give it a go. So that was Greg's first experience with the dredge, and Stephen P was out there with us. So the three of us, this is the gold we collected. Let's go ahead and see what it weighs. All right, seems pretty solid on a 0.267. So final answer, 0.267 grams. Jot that down here, 0.267 grams. It's not bad for a brand new creek on some land that we've never prospected before. Alright guys, if you liked the video, let me know by leaving me a thumbs up and a comment below, and it just helps the YouTube algorithm suggest my videos to to others out there that might be interested in gold prospecting. So thumbs up, comment below, and we'll catch you on the next episode.